The biggest regret of my life began with a single devastating mistake. The day I received the divorce papers, I knew everything had changed. My world, my future, my very soul. That morning, I woke up and instinctively reached over to the side of the bed, only to find emptiness. No warmth, no scent, just a hollow space that echoed the absence of everything we once were. For years, I'd woken up to the sound of his laughter, the soothing comfort of his voice, the gentle brush of his hand across my back when I stirred in my sleep. But that morning, all was gone. After 14 years of marriage, I had lost my husband, not because of years of neglect or slow fading, but because of one moment, a fleeting lapse in judgment that will haunt me forever. Before I share the full story, if you're watching this and you value the relationships in your life, please subscribe to my channel. We share real stories like mine every day, stories full of hard truths and life-changing lessons. If my experience can save even one person from making the same mistake, then maybe some good can come from my pain. Please like this video if it touches you, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let me take you back to the beginning. My husband and I were both 36 when everything fell apart. We met in college at 20, instantly inseparable best friends, soulmates. We chased dreams, traveled the world, and built a life filled with love, laughter, and two beautiful daughters, now 13 and 12. Our bond was strong, forged through years of shared challenges, unwavering devotion, and countless joyful moments. We leaned on each other through everything life threw our way. But slowly, the weight of life began to crush us. The endless cycle of work, parenting, and responsibilities started pulling us apart. Our conversations grew shorter, routine. The spark of intimacy that once ignited our days faded into a distant memory. I began to feel invisible, as if a part of me had simply gone numb from the loneliness. Then one day, a co-worker began showing interest. At first, it was harmless, flirting in passing, light jokes, small talk. But it made me feel seen again, desired. It was a dangerous illusion, a temporary escape from the emotional isolation I hadn't even fully admitted to myself. Before I knew it, I made the worst decision of my life. I cheated. Just once. The guilt swallowed me whole. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. The shame was unbearable. The next day, I told him everything. His face, stunned, silent, then breaking with fury and heartbreak, etched itself into my memory. I had shattered the heart of the man who had given me everything. I begged for forgiveness. I handed over my phone, cut all contact with the co-worker, promised to do whatever it took to fix what I'd destroyed. I told him I'd understand if he wanted to leave me. But he is a man who doesn't believe in second chances, not in friendship, not in business, certainly not in marriage. To him, once trust is broken, it's gone forever. He said he wanted a divorce. Then the world shut down. Quarantine forced us to stay under the same roof for 2 agonizing months. The first month was cold and distant. We barely spoke, except when it came to the girls. I slept on the couch, trying to respect his space, quietly reminding him I was willing to do anything if he ever wanted to try again. Then something shifted. By the second month, casual conversations returned. He joined me and the girls for movie nights. We laughed together. We cooked as a family. For a fleeting moment, it felt like hope that maybe the foundation we'd built could survive the storm. One night, after a couple drinks, we talked in our bedroom like old times. We laughed at something silly. I felt the spark again, the warmth of connection I'd missed so desperately. Without thinking, I straddled him playfully like I used to, kissed him. For a beautiful, fleeting moment, I believed we were finding our way back. Then he started crying. He gently pushed me away and asked me to stop. The pain in his eyes was unbearable. I had ripped his soul apart, and instead of healing, I'd reopened a wound too deep to mend. We fell asleep in silence. The next morning, the distance between us was wider than ever. 2 days later, he told me he was moving forward with a divorce. I tried to stay composed, telling him I understood, though every part of me screamed asterisk. Please don't go. Asterisk, he left on a short trip. We agreed to share custody of the girls. I helped him pack. We hugged tightly before he left, both of us crying. When he returned, it was bittersweet. He smiled. We made small talk, but we both knew it was over. And today, I held the divorce papers in my hands. I have cried more in the last few weeks than I have in my entire life. The silence in the house is deafening. I miss his laugh, the way it could fill a room with light. I miss the scent of his cologne lingering on the pillows. I miss everything about him. But the worst part isn't just losing my husband. It's knowing that I hurt the person I love most in this world. The man who believed in me, who stood by me, who trusted me, now gone because of my mistake. I would give anything, anything, for one more chance to show him how sorry I am, to prove I've changed, to rebuild what I destroyed. But deep down, I know I lost him forever.